You know we're trying to build this community in 2018, so if you like what I do here, go ahead and subscribe and click that bell, and I'll keep dropping these vids just for you. Hey guys, Nathan Brandon Masters. If you want to support the channel, check out my website, nightphoenixpress.com. You can find digital and physical copies of my books, role-playing games, and even drawing paper. The money helps support me as well as fund new content, so go check out my site. Sumi ink, a very dark ink made from vegetable soot. There's two variations, one that's waterproof and one not so waterproof. Obviously myself, I went for the waterproof version. Now, I don't read Japanese, but I know this brand is called Yasutomo. I've heard a lot about it, and we're going to take a look at it today. This is Inktober, day 25. This is going to be a short one, but hopefully an informative one. I am going to change out the paper here and get it in focus. And what I'm going to do is just draw something very quickly. It's going to be completely in ink, and I'm just going to see how dark this ink is. In fact, that's going to be the main focus of this video. How dark is this ink really? Now, the backstory on this is I ordered some of this on eBay, and it was supposed to be here yesterday, but I tracked this and found out it was still somewhere that wasn't Chicago. So it's still going to take a few days to actually get here. So I don't know why the shipment was late, but went down to my local art store and ended up paying $10 for a bottle anyway. And I'll say this, the brand that I bought, I don't know if that brand is waterproof or not. So I'll be able to compare both of these, and I'll be honest and say, when dealing with the watercolor the Tombow markers, dealing with those, a lot of times they will smear ink. It's like all the ink I'm using so far has claimed to be waterproof, but once you actually get in there, you start doing the marker work and stuff, you find out not so much. So I'm not going to do any marker stuff with this. Might do that tomorrow, might do something with this and try to see will it smear or not. But right now we're just going to draw, and I am drawing with a brush, something that I don't do very often. For this, I decided to just run with it. Now, this is not a Sumi brush. Okay, this is just a basic paintbrush. I did order some Sumi brushes, but they are coming from China, so it's going to take a while for them to get here. Another thing that I want to test is how good this ink will be in my brush pens. Currently, the ink that I have in my brush pens are working. It's working very well, and that is a mixture of the Blick Black Cat ink and the calligraphy ink, and that's a mixture that I made in that little glass bottle. But once that runs out, then I will be stuck with just the Black Cat ink, which isn't bad, but it's not as dark as I would like it to be. And I found inks obviously that are darker, that being the calligraphy ink, and this ink, you can see how dark this is. If you like those jet black inks, this is it. And that same brand, let me try to get this name right here, is Yasutomo. I keep wanting to call it Yasumoto, but it's Yasutomo. Yasutomo makes those two brands. The one that is waterproof, that's the one I have in the green bottle, and the one in the black bottle is not waterproof. I think the one in the green bottle, they said has shellac in it. I think that's what they told me. It's got shellac and some other stuff. But they also told me not to drink it. They are very, very clear about not drinking the ink. No, those are my friends down at the art store down at the Arts Craftsman Supply. I pop up in there all the time between there and Blick. If I don't have to travel to Blick to get something, I'll just go to Arts Craftsman Supply. I can just jump off the train, walk a few blocks, grab that, jump back on the train. But the reason I go to Blick is sometimes I need a specific kind of paper and I want to pay a specific price, and Blick has the paper I want and they're not far from a Kinko's. So I can go get the paper, then get the paper cut down to the size I want. You guys saw the other day that I have special paper sizes that I draw at for specific types of art. So now some people may question, Nate, why do you need your ink to be so black? And it has to do with scanning. The darker the ink, the easier the scanner picks it up and the easier for it to separate the ink from the paper, and especially if you're using paper with kind of a texture. Believe it or not, some scanners can actually pick up that texture. If you're drawing on blue line paper, the scanner sometimes can actually pick up the blue line. Now, a lot of times if you do the true black, you scan in true black, it tends not to be a problem. But if you're scanning in the 256 shades of gray, it's very important to have very black lines, because if you're doing that, the computer will pick up all the shades of gray and it will pick up all the shades of your line that's not completely black. So you'll have to go in and post and kind of patch that up. So you want to do as little post work as possible. You really just want to do post work to fix mistakes and things like that. Of course, you're going to embellish the art a little bit, but you want to do as less post work as possible. So this is it, guys. I'm going to keep it very basic, and you see what it looks like. You see how dark it is. This is going to look great on almost any paper, especially if you go the opposite direction and use that very bright white, like the Eon papers from Eon Productions, or like the really high quality Strathmore paper. You use that, or even the Canson. The Canson has some very bright white paper as well. So you use that with this, and that's going to look crazy. If you're thinking about picking some of this up, they sell it on both Amazon and eBay. They sell it in the big art stores. There's other brands of it as well, and it's spelled S-U-M-I, Sumi, but it's pronounced Sumia. They'll know what you're talking about. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this. You take it easy. Nathan Brendan Masters, Asta.
Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn.